Good evening. I am Spot On Weather meteorologist Matthew Euler. Welcome to my latest daily forecast video here for the 1st of December 2025. Happy meteorological winter to everyone. Starting off with a look at the current enhanced infrared satellite imagery for this evening here on the 1st of December. We do see some wispier high clouds, which are moving in from the west-southwest across southeastern Virginia. We also are seeing some of these colder cloud temperatures off to the northwest across Illinois, Indiana, portions of lower Michigan and western Ohio. That's associated with some snowfall across the Midwest this evening. And then we see these greens and yellow colors back towards south central Tennessee into Mississippi, northwestern Alabama, and that is in association with some rainfall. And what's going to happen is this moisture is going to move in to the mid-Atlantic, across the Carolinas, Virginia, including Hampton Roads cities for tomorrow. By tomorrow morning, it'll be raining pretty steadily across the area of Hampton Roads. So we have a lot of moisture that's going to be streaming in from the southwest. We still have a relatively cold air mass in place across the area. If we look over here on the right-hand side for the latest observations this evening, we see the circle showing up on the station plots here into eastern and southeastern Virginia, and that's in association with calm winds, so not much in the way of wind. We are seeing temperatures already dropping down into the middle to upper 30s across central Virginia. If you go to the northwestern part of the state, up towards Harrisonburg, up towards Winchester, the temperatures are dropping quickly after sunset into the upper 20s. And then across the Hampton Roads cities, the Norfolk International Airport had a temperature most recently here early this evening at 42 degrees Fahrenheit and a dew point of 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Richmond, you're sitting around 38 degrees for air temperature, 25-degree dew point. So we have quite some cold air in place, even down in the northeast North Carolina. We see temperatures inland there into the middle 30s. Along the coastal sections of northeast North Carolina, temperatures are generally in the low 40s. So temperatures have cooled off rather quickly. We have some moisture starting to stream in from the southwest. We look at national air temperatures this evening at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time here on the 1st of December. We see very cold temperatures in the purple colors across North Dakota. Temperatures are running anywhere from 3 above zero to about 10 degrees above zero across North Dakota this evening. So very cold air mass up over the Dakotas. And we also see some cold temperatures in Minnesota. Minneapolis, you're around 19 degrees at 5 p.m. local time. Des Moines sitting around 19 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, 25 degrees with some more snow falling. 26 degrees down in Springfield, Illinois. 22 in the Quad Cities. And then over towards Indiana, Ohio, we're still seeing cold temperatures in the upper 20s and low 30s across those sections of the country. Across the mid-Atlantic here into southeastern Virginia, we're seeing temperatures generally dropping quickly into the 30s, upper 30s here by the right around the 6 o'clock p.m. local time hour. Very cold temperatures also across northern Vermont, New Hampshire, northern New York State, and Maine. Look at the northern tip of Maine this evening is at 13 degrees Fahrenheit, 13 above zero as of 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the mildest temperatures there along the Gulf Coast from New Orleans over to Mobile, and working our way towards Tallahassee, Florida, Jacksonville at 65 this evening, and temperatures generally running in the 70s from the north central portion of the state around Orlando, about 70 degrees there, all the way down to up to 77 degrees in Miami, 78 in Key West. So the milder portion of the country this evening is in Florida. We also see some milder temperatures there across parts of southern Arizona and the desert areas of eastern California. Here are my main weather headlines for today's video. We will see a coastal storm. It's going to move basically just off the Carolina coastline, just east of the Virginia Capes for tomorrow. And this storm will be a quick mover. So we will see periods of moderate to heavy rain, and those periods of moderate to heavy rain will mainly be focused in the morning into the very early afternoon hours. And I do believe, based on the speed of this storm system, that this storm will move well out to sea by early evening tomorrow on the 2nd of December, and conditions will dry out. But we will see high temps tomorrow. It'll be kind of a trickier day tomorrow in the temperatures. Middle 50s initially during the morning, but then the storm system and the cold front kind of pass off to the east by evening time. So we're going to see high temps in the middle 50s, mainly in the morning. And then as those winds shift around to the north, behind the departing storm system and behind that cold front, you're going to have falling temperatures throughout the afternoon. High pressure returns for Hampton Roads cities with sunshine and colder high temperatures back into the middle to upper 40s for this Wednesday, the 3rd of December. Increasing clouds by Thursday afternoon, the 4th of December. And that's going to be some upper level moisture streaming in ahead of a weak area of low pressure. High temps will rebound into the lower 50s for Thursday, the 4th of December. And then we have a lot of uncertainty still at the end of the week. The Friday, 5 December, and Saturday, 6 December time period. There's still a lot of uncertainty at the end of the week amongst the models on whether we see precipitation or not. European, for example, the 12Z European today, that model was showing a weak, flatter wave of low pressure, and that would result in colder temperatures being further south and potentially some wintry mix occurring across portions of Virginia for Friday. So we'll keep an eye on that. Some of the other models were indicating more of a stronger, more amplified wave of low pressure. And if that were the case, we'd get some milder temperatures to kind of surge along the coast northward, and that would result in mainly a rain event for Virginia. So we'll keep an eye on this. It looks flatter. It still looks suppressed on the 18Z GFS. I just took a look at that before cutting this video. So we'll have to watch the end of the week, that Friday, 5 December, and Saturday, 6 December. Below normal temperatures are going to continue into next week, with daily highs in the middle 40s to lower 50s across Hampton Roads cities. We're going to see a couple of things that are really going to stand out to keep the cold air in place. We're going to have a weak, stretched out stratospheric polar vortex, a negative Arctic oscillation or negative AO, and a negative NAO, a negative North Atlantic oscillation. One other thing I'll show you at the end of the video today is a MGO into the more favorable cold phase 8. So MGO into phase 8, that results typically in troughing in the eastern U.S. and colder temperatures in the eastern U.S. So all this stuff is kind of coming together, and it's looking really cold below normal temperatures. There could be a couple really good cold shots in there too between now and the middle of December. Let's look now at analyze these charts here. This is the forecast on the left of 500 millibar height anomalies for tomorrow, Tuesday, 2nd of December, 2025. We see a closed upper level low across the central Aleutian Islands of Alaska, with a trough axis extending to its southwest across the north central Pacific. Meanwhile, we see above normal heights in these oranges, these deep orange colors here across the northeastern Pacific, ridge axis extending to the north, right up into the Gulf of Alaska and southern portions of Alaska, western portions of British Columbia and the Northwest Territories. A trough will exist downstream from the upper level ridging. We see a deeply closed low there over northern Hudson Bay with the trough axis extending into southeastern Canada. And that trough axis continues to extend by tomorrow afternoon right into portions of Ohio, as well as portions of Kentucky, eastern Tennessee, down in northern Alabama. So the warm-up will be very, very short in nature across coastal sections of southeastern Virginia tomorrow, just in the morning, and then this colder air is going to rush right back in. On the right-hand side, we do see the precipitation outlook for tomorrow afternoon, 2 December 2025. There will be a few scattered, very scattered rain showers across northwestern Oregon state. And then we see some snow falling across central and western Montana, as well as central Montana for tomorrow afternoon. Some scattered rain showers across the eastern portions of eastern Montana there. And then we see some snow showers across Colorado into southern Utah. Generally, we're looking dry across the Midwest. I know some of you getting some more snow today across Missouri, Illinois, into Indiana, and lower Michigan. Well, tomorrow that system will be off to your east, and it'll be dry and just colder temperatures over that fresh snowpack across the Midwest. We will see the area of low pressure. It's 1,001 millibar surface low pressure area with a cold front stretching generally to the southwest, just off the Carolina coast by tomorrow afternoon. And this is what I was talking about. This is a fast-moving storm system there generally east of Delmarva by tomorrow afternoon, with the heavier rain, generally in association with the cold front, which is offshore already by early afternoon tomorrow. We're talking 1 p.m. local time, 1 p.m. Eastern time here. We do see some rain still extending into eastern Virginia down to eastern North Carolina, heavier rain to the northeast of the low pressure center into southeastern Pennsylvania, into New Jersey, and to parts of Maryland. We also see some rain showers extending northward along the coast of Connecticut, Rhode Island, and to eastern portions of Massachusetts. Snow further inland across New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, the western, more inland locations and northern portions of Massachusetts, as well as into Maine. Looking at the 500 millibar height anomaly forecast on the left now for this Wednesday, 3 December 2025, we will see a weak closed upper level low across the central Aleutian Islands. To the northwest of that weak upper low over the central Aleutians, we're going to see very abnormally strong, higher than normal heights into the northwestern sections of the Bering Sea there to the northwest of Alaska. We will also see a very strong upper level ridge here. Pacific blocking is in place. A very strong closed upper high with a ridge axis extending to the north off the west coast of Washington State, Oregon, and off the west coast of British Columbia, Western Canada. We'll see a weak closed upper level low over the southeastern North Pacific. And now we also find ourselves with a trough there across Utah, western Colorado, down through northern Arizona for Wednesday afternoon, the 3rd of December. Meanwhile, we have our reflection of the polar vortex across northern portions of Hudson Bay, with the trough axis extending to the south across south central Canada. A brief break from the really cold temperatures across the eastern seaboard for Wednesday afternoon. It will still be quite cold nonetheless, but it won't be as cold as what's ahead. We do see some upper level heights now building. Heights are rising across central portions and southern portions of Greenland. We see a closed upper level low generally to the east, southeast of Greenland across the open waters of the North Atlantic. The right-hand side, precipitation forecast for this Wednesday, 3 December 2025. High pressure at the surface, 1032 millibar surface high pressure over Oregon, producing nothing but dry weather to California, Nevada, as well as Idaho, and some scattered higher elevation snow showers there into portions of eastern Montana, and also some scattered snow showers across Colorado. Maybe a few light rain showers moving into portions of Seattle, the Quileute, Washington area, and some snow will be breaking out across portions of western Canada. Meanwhile, we have this very strong 1036 millibar surface high pressure area over northwestern North Dakota. The clockwise flow around this high pressure center is going to result in strong northerly winds into Minnesota, Wisconsin, into parts of Iowa, eastern Nebraska. This is where you're going to have some very strong cold air moving in. I'm going to show you the temp anomalies in a minute, but this is no kidding. This is some really cold Arctic air coming down into the upper Midwest. We will see a frontal boundary generally draped across northern Illinois into lower Michigan and at southeastern Canada by Wednesday afternoon. And you also notice right around the frontal boundary, we see some scattered snow showers in northern Illinois, Rockford, Chicago, Joliet, up into lower Michigan, and some snow showers in the southeastern Canada. Dry conditions. We have a high pressure system in place, basically controlling the weather over Kentucky, with that ridge extending eastward into Virginia and the Carolinas for Wednesday afternoon. So looking sunny, but cold across those sections and remaining dry across New England. Looking at the forecast temp anomalies on the left for this Tuesday, tomorrow, the 2nd of December, 2025, green, blues, and purples below normal temperatures, oranges above normal temperatures. So we have milder temperatures across British Columbia, the western portions of the Alberta province of Canada, as well, that southwestern portion of the province. We also see above normal temperatures in Nevada, eastern Oregon, Idaho, into parts of southwestern Montana. Above normal temperatures also in northeastern Montana through portions of the western Dakotas and western Nebraska. Well below normal temperatures now across the Midwest for tomorrow afternoon. Iowa, Illinois, southern Wisconsin. Generally, your temperatures are running anywhere from 15 to 20 degrees below normal. for the afternoon highs to December. We see below normal temperatures extending all the way down to eastern Texas. Houston, you're going to be running about 10 to 11 degrees below normal. Louisiana, you're running well below normal, 12 to 14 degrees below normal tomorrow, so quite chilly down there in the Mississippi. 16 degrees below normal tomorrow in Memphis. Much of the state of Kentucky is running below normal, as well as Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, like I mentioned, and into Ohio. We will also see a stripe of 10 to 12 degree temperatures below normal, 10 to 12 degree Fahrenheit temperatures, um, anomalies basically across the Carolinas into Virginia, and remaining below normal also across New England area for tomorrow afternoon, the 2nd of December. On the right-hand side, temp anomaly forecast. The warmth stays beneath the ridging there across western Canada, so above normal temperatures beneath that ridging. And we also see above normal temperatures into northern Mexico and into western Texas, including the El Paso area, for Wednesday afternoon, 3 December. Look at the greens showing up now. A new surge of Arctic air is stretching basically from Saskatchewan and the Manitoba provinces of Canada southward into eastern Montana, the Dakotas, Minnesota, Iowa. Temperatures are running as much as 20 degrees below normal across North Dakota for this Wednesday afternoon, the 3rd of December, and also below normal temperatures in Illinois, east central Illinois, Indiana, lower Michigan, as well as Ohio, western Kentucky, and western PA. Pittsburgh, you'll be running 13 to 14 degrees below normal for high temperatures on this Wednesday. Also below normal temperatures across Hampton Roads area, northeast North Carolina. Temperatures running 10 to 11 degrees below normal. And those chilly temperatures, below normal readings, go all the way down into northern Florida. 4 to 5 degrees below normal into northern Florida. 10 degrees below normal in Pensacola. 6 degrees below normal there into New Orleans. Looking at the forecast 500 millibar height anomalies on the left now for this Thursday, the 4th of December, 2025. Look at all these deeper orange colors across the northeastern Pacific, right on up into the Bering Sea, into western Alaska. I mean, this is a huge area of above normal heights, and typically with these above normal heights, you get much milder temperatures beneath them, as well as just very dry conditions. So we have an upper high off the west coast of the United States for Thursday afternoon, upper level ridge access extending to the north into the Gulf of Alaska and Northeast Pacific yet again. And we see some well above normal heights generally to the northwest of Alaska into the northern Bering Sea, trying to extend a little further east to the Beaufort Sea. We do see the reflection of that polar vortex again situated over northeastern Hudson Bay. Look at the orientation of these green and purple colors, more of a stretch look. Generally, the trough axis is extending across southeastward into eastern Canada, and we see below normal heights continuing across the southern plains, the panhandle of Texas, Kansas, Oklahoma. But the real cold air will be associated with these well below normal heights there across southeastern Canada. And some of that, the green colors extending down to New England. So a very cold day across New England for this Thursday. We do see the subtropical ridge across western Cuba with a ridge axis extending to the northeast across the western and central portions of the North Atlantic. Meanwhile, we see above normal heights into Greenland, as well as a closed upper level low generally to the southeast of Greenland, across the open waters of the North Atlantic. Right-hand side, precipitation forecast for this Thursday, 4 December. Scattered rain showers there across western Washington state, as well as some scattered snow showers into northern Idaho, western Montana, and the portions of southern Montana, eastern portions of Idaho, and northwestern portions of Wyoming. We do see dry conditions for this Thursday afternoon, once again for California, into Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado looking dry, as well as Utah. And then we do see some scattered showers into south and eastern Texas, some heavier showers there around the New Orleans area, extending into the northern Gulf. And then we see some rain showers across central and southern Mississippi, central and southern Alabama into northern Georgia. We see there's a 1034 millibar surface high pressure area over northeastern Iowa by Thursday afternoon. The clockwise flow around this high pressure center is going to result in strong north and northwest winds, bringing some cold air down into portions of Ohio, as well as New York State and Pennsylvania, New Jersey. We also see these thicknesses starting to crash or decrease a little bit into northern and central Virginia. So we're expecting colder temperatures to start ascending in from the north by Thursday afternoon. Some scattered snow showers there with this northwest flow, lake effect snow showers there into portions of western New York State. Also some scattered snow showers into Maine, parts of Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, as well as Connecticut and northern New Jersey. We look at the 500 millibar height anomaly forecast on the left now for Friday, this Friday, the 5th of December, 2025. Look at this persistent upper level high, just remaining in the same position again, across just west of California, across the eastern North Pacific, the ridge axis extending to the north, generally up just off the west coast of British Columbia. We do see anomalous above normal heights and upper high located northwest of Alaska yet again. And we also see an increase in building of the heights across Greenland, and this is in association with the developing negative North Atlantic oscillation. So we have higher above normal heights in the Arctic, we have higher above normal heights across Greenland, generally association with a negative AO, negative NAO combo. Meanwhile, we have a closed upper level low associated with the polar vortex there over northern Hudson Bay, and the trough axis generally extends across south central Canada. Another trough axis and a deep closed upper level low will be over the Canadian Maritimes. Generally blue colors across much of the central U.S. to the East Coast, indicating below normal heights and colder temperatures. The right-hand side now, we're showing some rain. This is the preset forecast for Friday afternoon on the right-hand side, the 5th of December, showing rain into western Washington State, northwestern Oregon, some snow across western Canada. Additionally, we have some scattered snow showers across parts of Colorado for Friday afternoon, the 5th of December. And we do see some rain generally over the northern Gulf, as well as southeastern Texas, parts of the Florida Panhandle, up into Georgia, South Carolina, and parts of eastern North Carolina, eastern Virginia. There may be a little bit of wet snowflakes mixing in with that rain across parts of southeastern Virginia for Friday afternoon. We have a strong 1028 millibar surface high pressure center right over New York City, and so we have quite some cold air in place, cold dense air in place. There's a little bit of moisture trying to overrun that cold air at the surface, resulting in this preset over the southeastern U.S. We have scattered snow showers across Minnesota and in northern Iowa. Very cold temperatures are lurking up here into south central Canada for Friday afternoon. And we do see dry conditions associated with the high pressure across New England. Looking at the forecast temperature anomalies on the left for this Thursday, 4 December 2025, above normal temperatures across Washington State, Oregon, and northern California. Also above normal temperatures, 3 to as much as 7 degrees above normal in parts of southern Idaho, as well as western Montana. Remaining quite warm and mild across the southern portions of Saskatchewan province, Alberta province, as well as the British Columbia provinces of Canada. And look at this look at this thing right here in the center, eastern Iowa, northern Missouri, and northern Illinois. Your high temperatures Thursday, the 4th of December, could be running anywhere from 30 to 35 degrees Fahrenheit below normal. And that's for early December. Now, these are just the temperature departures from normal. This is really cold air, folks. Also, well below normal in the southern Minnesota, southern Wisconsin, northern Missouri, eastern portions of Nebraska. And then that green area expands to the east, indicating colder temperatures are starting to filter further to the east across New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, western PA, as well as Ohio, West Virginia. Near average temperatures forecast for Hampton Roads for this Thursday. Look how cold the air mass gets all the way down into Texas. Northern and central Texas are going to be running 14 to 17 degrees below normal for Thursday afternoon. So quite a cold day. Near normal temperatures into Florida and some lower or below normal temperatures there across southern Mississippi, central and southern Alabama. Atlanta, you're running 10 to 11 degrees below normal for Thursday. Over on the right-hand side, we show the forecast temp anomalies for this Friday, the 5th of December, 2025. Above normal temperatures across of the British Columbia province, western Canada into Washington State, Oregon, northern California, Nevada, Idaho, into western Montana beneath the upper level ridging. We also see above normal temperatures into portions of central Nebraska, the Dakotas, western portions of Minnesota, as well as eastern Montana. And well below normal temperatures continue eastern Iowa, northern Illinois, Wisconsin, lower Michigan, Indiana, Ohio. And now we see well below normal temperatures into south central and southeastern Virginia, as well as northern portions and northeastern portions of North Carolina on Friday afternoon. Temperatures can be running anywhere from 22 to 23 degrees below normal. So it's going to be a very cold day. Those cold temperatures extend all the way down into South Carolina as well as Georgia. Well below normal readings also across New England from Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and into New York State, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. Looking at the forecast 500 millibar height anomalies on the left now for this Saturday, the 6th of December, 2025. Look at this upper air pattern at 18,000 feet above the ground. We see a very strong upper level high. We're talking what is that, 588 decameter upper high. Just continues to result in blocking of the storm track. The storms just can't get in here to the west coast of the U.S. because of this blocking upper high. And we have above normal heights extending all across the just off the west coast of the U.S., all the way up through the Bering Sea. And again, we have the negative AO, negative Arctic oscillation with upper level heights running well above normal, associated with very mild temperatures for that far north in latitude. We also see the continued increase or building of the heights across Greenland and the Baffin Bay. That's association with the negative NAO. And we almost have a ridge bridge on Saturday afternoon where these two upper level ridges kind of connect from the North Atlantic side and the North Pacific side. So it's very close connecting over the top. And whenever you get the upper level ridges to connect from both the Atlantic side and Pacific side, a very cold air generally tends to get dislodged from the Arctic and come into Canada and the United States. So we have an upper level low and troughing across Alaska by Saturday afternoon. And then we see well below normal heights in the green colors across northwestern Alaska, down into central Alaska. We see some of the stretching of this polar vortex at this point across the Hudson Bay area. And look at this, the trough axis extends all the way down into the Missouri River Valley, the Ohio River Valley, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, down into Lexington, Kentucky, West Virginia. This is going to be associated with a very cold air mass coming southeast out of Canada. We also see a closed upper level low positioned south of Greenland with the trough axis extending to the south across the open waters of the North Atlantic. The subtropical ridge is well suppressed from Cuba extending to the east-northeast across the southern and central portions of the North Atlantic. On the right-hand side is our preset forecast now for this Saturday, the 6th of December, 2025. You got any outdoor holiday plans? Well, let's see what's going on. Western portions of Washington State and Oregon, you do have some scattered showers for Saturday afternoon, dry across California, and dry across Arizona as well. We will see some unsettled weather conditions there into portions of Idaho, into Montana, Wyoming, as well as western portions of Colorado. There will be some snow in the higher elevations and some rain showers in the lower elevations. We do see some snow showers breaking out across southern and southeastern North Dakota and eastern South Dakota, and dry conditions across the Midwest, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, as well as Missouri and Kentucky. You're looking dry as well for Saturday afternoon. We now have another cold front. We have an area of low pressure by Saturday afternoon extending well to the east over the western waters of the North Atlantic, with a cold front extending to the southwest there along the Carolina coastline down into southern Georgia. So we could see some rain showers into southern Georgia and the coastal sections of the Carolinas for Saturday. We also see some snow on the northwest side of that low pressure area, rain into coastal Massachusetts, Rhode Island, rain into portions of Long Island as well as Connecticut. We do have snow, though, into parts of Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, as well as southern Maine and eastern New York State. Scattered snow showers across southeastern Canada. Look at the 500 millibar height anomaly forecast down the left for this Sunday, 7 December 2025. We really see a deeper upper low here in the purple color, well below normal heights, just generally south of Alaska. We see well above normal heights north of that, continuing across the Arctic, associated with a closed upper high, well above normal heights into portions of that'd be Greenland, the Baffin Bay, and look at this over the top here across the Arctic area, from the North Atlantic to the North Pacific. Look what we're having here. We're having that ridge bridge, the bridging of the two upper level ridges. Those upper level above normal height anomalies, those two areas are merging across the Arctic. So well above normal heights continue across the Arctic on the northern hemisphere side. And look at this. Look at the troughing. There's a direct flow of air from northwestern Canada down into central southern Canada into the New England area, the northeastern U.S. We have a stretched polar vortex from basically southeastern Hudson Bay down through southeastern Canada. So very cold temperatures underneath these green colors, these well below normal heights across southeastern Canada into New England by Sunday. It's also going to be well below normal heights and some below normal temperatures across the eastern U.S. yet again. We do see a closed upper level low southeast of the Greenland area across the North Atlantic waters. On the right-hand side is our preset forecast for this Sunday, 7 December 2025. Scattered rain showers across Washington State and western Oregon. Scattered rain and higher elevation snows across northern Idaho into western Montana. Some scattered snow showers into Colorado as well as northwestern portions of Wyoming. Dry yet again for California on Sunday, the 7th of December. Dry across Arizona, New Mexico, as well as Texas, Oklahoma. There will be a little short wave, a little short wave in the upper air pattern is going to kick off this weak surface low pressure area here in southern Missouri by Sunday afternoon. There'll be a little bit of light snow to the north of it across southern Illinois. 1029 millibar surface high will also be positioned on Sunday afternoon across western Minnesota. So we have a continuation of cold temperatures across New England right on down to the mid-Atlantic. Looking at the forecast temp anomalies on the left for this Saturday, the 6th of December, 2025, above normal temperatures into British Columbia, Western Canada, Washington State, Oregon. We're talking across Washington State, Oregon, and Idaho. Temperatures can run anywhere from 18 to 24 degrees above normal for Saturday afternoon. Well above normal in northern and central California. Well above normal temperatures in Nevada, as well as western portions of Utah and western Wyoming beneath the ridging. We see below normal temperatures there, and with the troughing from northwestern Canada down through the North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin area, the upper Midwest. We see below normal temperatures also along the coastal sections of the Carolinas. That's going to be associated with more of the rain and the cloud cover there. On the right-hand side, forecast temp anomalies for this Sunday, 7 December 2025, showing above normal temperatures into British Columbia, as well as the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, Oregon, Idaho, into western Montana, western Wyoming, Utah, Nevada. Temperatures in this section beneath the ridging of the western U.S. are going to be running anywhere from 10 to as much as 15 degrees above normal. We see troughing. Within that troughing, we have cold temperatures, the greens, the purple colors, across the upper Midwest, right on down to Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York State, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, as well as Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island. Temperatures are running well below normal as that polar vortex stretches out to the southeast. Here is the more detailed breakdown for Hampton Roads, Virginia cities for the 7-day outlook. For Tuesday, tomorrow, the 2nd of December, 2025, we see rain will be in place, and there will be some periods of moderate to heavy rain. It looks to me, based on the latest projections, just a little bit over an inch of rain for Hampton Road cities because of how fast moving the storm is. High will be 58. That might be even just a little bit too mild. I may need to adjust this down a couple degrees, but no matter what, this low or this high temperature is going to occur in the morning tomorrow, and then the temperatures will begin falling during the afternoon. The low temperature drops all the way down to 33 degrees by Wednesday morning. Mostly sunny skies as high pressure builds in. High of only 45 degrees for Wednesday, dropping to 31 degrees by Thursday morning. And then we see an increase in cloud cover during the afternoon to evening on Thursday with a high of 52 degrees Dropping back down, however, to 35 degrees for a low on Friday, and then mostly cloudy skies. Now, this is subject to change. The Friday and Saturday period are subject to change. We very well could see some PM showers here, or even a wintry mix nearby. So we'll have to watch this closely for late Friday. But right now I'm going with mostly cloudy, high of only 48 on Friday, dropping down to 38 degrees Saturday morning. And right now I'm going with AM showers on Saturday. We'll see how things turn out. So again, Friday, Saturday, subject to change. High of 53 on Saturday, dropping to 37 Sunday morning. And then we dry out Sunday, partly sunny skies, high of 52, dropping down to 35 by next Monday morning. And when we get to the 8th of December next Monday, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, high of only 47. Now, let's end the video tonight on a couple updates, okay? I'm still seeing these below average temps just continuing the next 2 weeks, right on up through the middle of the month. And the reason we're seeing this is the first thing is first, on the left-hand side, I'm showing the stretched out stratospheric polar vortex. Okay, now this forecast on the left here, this is for the 15th of December. The solid white lines represent these height contours, and whenever these solid white lines are stretched out or more elongated in shape, that indicates we have a stretching of the stratospheric polar vortex. You notice how these white solid lines kind of bend, or there's kinks in them, and they become more elongated. That stretching occurs right from the stratospheric polar vortex, and you see the stretching all the way down in the eastern portions of North America. So honestly, I don't see any real big changes. I think we're going to have multiple stretching of the stratospheric polar vortex between now and the 15th of December. And I think this one around the 15th is going to be really significant. So we'll continue to watch that. If we look at the upper right-hand graphics, the Jeff's V12 forecast and the CFS extended bias corrected forecast for the MJO. Right now today on the 1st of December, we are in MJO phase 7. By the 3rd, or actually tomorrow, the 2nd and the 3rd time frame, MJO crosses into phase 8. And phase 8 is a very cold phase with troughing in the eastern U.S. this time of year. So we're heading into a colder MJO phase. Both these models forecast the MJO to kind of work its way into the small inner circle of the center of these diagrams, which would indicate a null phase. But the model here on the left, the Jeff's V12, is showing the MJO going back out into phase 8 by the 15th of December. Bottom right is the MJO forecast here for the European model today, showing the MJO going into phase 8 tomorrow evening, 2nd of December, being in phase 8 pretty much through the 15th. It might briefly dip, according to the European, the MJO back into the null phase, but then it comes right back out in phase 8. So we got a couple models here telling us, hey, the MJO is probably going to come back out into phase 8. It's going to start in phase 8, go to the null phase, small inner circle, and come back out into 8. The CFS over here in the upper right is indicating that the MJO is going to kind of loop around in the null phase in phase 8 and then work its way back into the null phase itself. So we have favorable polar vortex stretching, which results in colder temperatures east of the Rockies. We have the MJO working its way into favorable colder phase 8. We have additionally, we have the Arctic Oscillation. This is the EPS forecast from today. Look at the solid green line here, the average of these 50 ensemble members, showing the AO really getting negative, okay? By the 7th of December, this AO is really sharply negative. A little bit of recovery, but we're still negative. Right on through mid-month, the AO is negative, the Arctic Oscillation. Now, I wanted to show you this. This was interesting. So yesterday, the Climate Prediction Center, NOAA's Climate Prediction Center, issued an updated December 2025 temperature outlook as well as precipitation outlook. Look at how things are now. Equal chances of above or below normal temperatures now extend into Virginia, into Kentucky, into Tennessee. Below normal temperatures are most likely going to happen across the upper Midwest, right on over to New England. The highest probabilities for above normal temperatures is down along the Gulf Coast into southern Georgia and Florida, as well as southern Texas and southern New Mexico and southeastern Arizona. And then over here on the right-hand side, look at the probabilities for higher than normal precip now, extending from Louisiana through Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, into the Carolinas up to southeast Virginia. I mean, this is a big drastic change. Initially, the forecast called for above normal temperatures going all the way up into Virginia, and then below normal precipitation or drier than normal conditions for the mid-Atlantic and the southeast. Well, that's changed drastically by NOAA. So I just wanted to show you the latest outlook there. All right, so again, a lot of favorable things coming together for a colder first half of December. Again, stretch polar vortex events, the MJO in the colder phase 8, the Arctic Oscillation dipping into negative territory. Additionally, I'm not showing it out here, but the North Atlantic Oscillation, the NAO, is also going to be dipping into negative territory. All point to a colder first half of December. All right, that's all I got for now, everybody. Just want to make a quick video this evening, give you an update on things. I'll hopefully be working on this teleconnections video discussion here this week and get that out by Friday. And until next time, take care and God bless everyone.